Yeah, that's going to be the battle right there, I think, right? Both of them have really good hands. And Nate and John are going to come try to get involved. I think that'll be more often than not.
And I thought Matt had a really good opportunity to reset there.
Yeah.
Right before that last speed up.
Yeah. That's not Donald's game right there. So Donald's a very good counter puncher, and you saw that in that exchange with Matt. He is very good at, if you speed it up at him, he sends it right back. And so he's going to want to be patient in this game and kind of let them attack him a little bit. It would be similar to like what you watch when you see J.W. Johnson play. He doesn't speed up a whole lot,
right?
Because he relies on his hands. That's Donald in a sense. Very good punch volleys on his backhand especially.
Just underway here in Game 1, Men's 4-5 Championship. We are at 1-1-1.
Yep, and that's why you stack everyone, right? So John went to speed that ball up, and you got big lefty Nate standing right there to crank that ball right back. 1-1-2. Yep, big serve. You're going to see some big serves from Matt and from Nate this game. Both of them can create some offense with their big serves. Ooh, looked like he had it. The only thing I don't like, I personally like to crank my serves a little bit later in the game and later in the match. Because we find that players get used to the pace, just like baseball. Nice, good point. Nice speed up there from Matt. And so, if you're cranking those serves this early in the match, they'll become less and less effective as the match goes on. Yep, that serves out from Nate. You'll see that from him. But he's going to, very similar to Jared in the sense, Nate. He probably hits it a little bit harder than Jared. But they create a lot of offense. Yeah.
And there's another great, I was going to say, there's another great example. You talked about it earlier, how little the margin of error is with Nate's reach.
Yeah, and he is, a lot of times those tall guys aren't very good actually in reaching, but he does such a nice job of getting. What a reset by John.
Oh, wow.
What a nice point. I think Nate got a little over-aggressive there. I think
he did.
Was there. But you got to see that. Like, Nate does such a good job of getting out on his toes. He covers so much space out there. And very rarely, you see a lot of players put those into the net. He doesn't put them into the net very often. I agree.
A little confusion here who's serving.
I think it's John's serve. Look at the scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard. There you go.
Oh, a little miscommunication there. It really was. Yeah, it really was.
A really nice drop, but well handled by Donald. Probably a 4-0 pops that. That drop shot works against every skill level below what we're playing right now.
Correct, absolutely.
We have 1-3-2. John and Matt on the near side are winning right now.
Oh, nice take there by Donald stepping in.
Nate's got a big dip on his drive, and so it's very hard. If he gets a good one, it's hard not to pop it up, or at least leave it a little bit high for Don.
It's a second serve early on here that Nate's missed.
Yeah. And last time he played, it took him a little bit to settle in. I don't know if you remember.
I do remember that, yes.
And so maybe he just needs to settle in a little bit. Again, a little over-aggressive. I think the only thing is, and I think the other team knows this too, I'm talking low enough I don't think they can hear, Donald has a hurt shoulder. And so...
And it is his dominant.
It hurts when he goes up.
Okay.
And so it's definitely a plan of theirs to have Nate take anything high, anything towards the middle, so Donald doesn't have to swing for overheads very much. Nice jam there from John. Yep, found that little dead spot in the defense, right on that left shoulder. 5-2-2. Big serve, yep, big serve. 6-2-2, Matt and John. John's got a spit. I don't know what that means. He doesn't chew.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
And there he goes. While he spits, I'll take a bite of this jalapeno firecracker. All right, 6-2-2 now. Yep. All right, we got the side out here at 2-6-1. Oh, really nice service return from Matt there, and John doesn't miss that very often. High third from Don, got away with one there. Oh, Nate got that ball. And close call there from Matt. What a good get from Nate. It was close. Could see it either way. 3-6-2 now. Yeah, Don got a little over aggressive there. 2 drives right at Kirby's chest, really, which isn't a great spot to attack. 6-3-1. Oh, nice footwork from Don in there. Kirby just overextended a little bit. Generally, when you're overextended like that, you want to just go ahead and bail on the attack and dink. 6-3-2. Yep. A quick side out there from Nate and Don. Got 3-6-1. Donald with another drive again there. 3-6-2. Oh, short return. Nate needed to take advantage of that one. Would have been important too, just to get off that stack so they could potentially get to 4 points and not have to switch. Make life a little bit easier. Six, 3-2. Good move from John. Great defense from both Don and Nate over there. Got a lot of balls back. I thought that point was going to be over a long time ago. 7-3-2. Oh, nice little inside out there from Nate. That was a nice shot. Kirby thought it was going to come fast, and Nate slowed it up a little bit. Good hands there from Kirby. Nate brought the heat on the drive. Well handled. 3-7-2. Ooh, Nate missed that drop by about a half an inch. And then a quick side out from John and Matt here. Yeah, beautiful drop from John.
Good job.
Don and Nate probably shouldn't have switched on that one. There's a really good serve that kind of pulled Don way off the court and made Nate kind of extra cover that center there. A little greedy there, I think. John's ball had a nice little setup, but the timing just wasn't there. John's drive was a little too fast, didn't give Kirby enough time to get in. 8-3-2. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That one soared a little bit. We've all been there. 3-8-1. All right, Donald went with a drop there. Yep, and you got to see Donald's hands that we talked about. He wants that speed up. Very good with that backhand. He slides well to his backhand side. It all started from a nice drop from Donald. We'll see if he gets away from his drives. Another drop. And that ball's out. Yep. So we got a nice little mini run here from Don and Nate. Yep. All from the drop shots. Oh, another good drop there. Don had the high ball, had what he was looking for. 5-8-2. Oh, it was high. It was there. The setup was had. A nice little run from Nate and Don there. Big serve from Kirby. Big serve, hard into the corner. 9-5-1. Nice point. And Donald and Nate decided not to switch on that ball, and it worked out. 9-5-2. Oh, John missed that drop again. You drop? If you're wondering why it seems quieter than normal, my counterpart had a little bit of an emergency he had to take care of. He's going to be back in a little bit. So sorry, we don't have any fun banter. Just me. Oh, that ball was close. Nice footwork there from Kirby on the finish. I do like that Nate and Don are staying with their drops, though. And you'll see they're off their stack right now. Yep, back to the drive, didn't work. So they're gonna have to talk about that. The only real run they went on was them hitting drop shots and not drives. All right, 9-5-1. Sean and Matt have a couple chances here to try to close this out. Ooh. We get a little bit of a free one there. That ball high to Nate, and he doesn't miss those very often. 10-5-1. Oh. Donald tried to hit it and whiffed it like twice, and it went out. Luckily for him, that was game point. We have 10-5-2 now. Another big serve from Kirby, and they'll take the game on that serve. So I think that was about 3 points we got, that Matt and John got on Kirby's serve there. So the serve ended up proving pretty fruitful. First game, 11-5. Again, the serve was important, but if you take away even 3 points on serve, you still have an 11-5 win there from John and Matt. So they owned the play there. It was a pretty long game. I mean, that was like what time is it? 7:32. Yeah, that was like a 20-minute game. So the score doesn't dictate or doesn't show how long that game was at 11-5. And again, a lot of the reason for that is Don and Nate had a hard time scoring points. Matt and John were doing a good job of getting those service returns nice and deep, and then they got to the net, and then Nate and Donald's drives didn't really affect them very much. So we got to see a little bit in the last part of that game. Nate and Don started hitting more drop shots, and they kind of went on that 3-point run with drop shots. And so we'll see if that's something that they're going to do or make more of a concerted effort to do here in game 2. We'll see what they're talking about here. You see they did go off their stack a little bit as well. I'm curious again, they do at different times. I'm curious to what the main reason was for it there. I didn't see a huge pro or con to it. So here we go, game 2. Yeah, good attack, and it all started from a drop shot. My companion is back. Mike, welcome back.
Hey, thank you.
We had...
I was watching.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I was
okay.
sitting in the back watching.
Okay. So we have game 2 here. We have Casey in charge of the scoring. That's always a bad idea.
Yes. Casey in charge. You lost me at Casey in charge. There's no good outcome that could come after that.
Anyway, we have Nate and Don up 1-0.
Matt and John, right?
What?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. No, yeah, Nate and...
Good control there from Donald to not drive that ball. He had been driving that short one earlier, and that drop just needs to be better quality when that returns that short. So good to see they're on the board. Again, you'll see Nate and Don going off the stack. Yeah.
That's a good point. I'm not sure. It looked like Don may have hit an out ball, too.
Yeah, and then you see the cross-court attack gets slammed back. Not ideal to generally attack diagonal.
Ooh.
That's why.
Yeah.
Right, diagonal drive from Kirby. There's either the player sitting on it or it's more likely going out. It's very hard to hit those.
What the third or fourth miss?
So John keeps saying why he's missing him. John, when you watch this later, you're running, buddy. He keeps running to the kitchen line before he's hitting that ball. That is why he's missing that drop.
He doesn't miss too many of them, let alone this many in the first game and a half here.
Well, and the other thing is, too,
good shot.
I think there's an uncomfortability there, right? So when you have Nate on this left side, most righties, we love dropping this corner. And so we haven't practiced near as much dropping the center.
Nate just repaid the favor there with a great angle against Matt.
So
good, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
so
interrupt.
when we talk about John potentially missing those drops, with Nate's forehand being in this corner, it takes away probably his favorite drop. Right? And so he hasn't had near as much practice probably dropping in the center from that side. Just a thought. Oh, good try. Although, so far today, John's had some really nice compact mollies. He showed really good control thus far. 1-2-1. So far, we've had 2 lucky bounces from Kirby this point.
Oh.
There we go. Nate and Don deserve that point.
They did.
Matt got a lucky pop up the rim on the baseline, and then had a lucky net roll that rolled just over.
And they just cover so much ground. And I remember talking about this, and I don't remember, it was the mixed 4-0 or 4-5 last session, that not only does he cover it, he plays his balls really well, too. He regains control.
Nice off speed there from John. Yeah, so Nate's very good on the offense. He's very good on the defense. If you put him high, he puts him away. And if you have him back, he gets a lot of balls back. It's hard to get him past him. I like that selection from Nate, but he's so tall. He hits that too. He's got to get low, right? You see, he was kind of up tall when he hit that shot. I like that, keeping John honest down that line, because John likes to come over. There we go, Donald.
Oh, great play by Nate.
Nate's lapping. We did a lesson last week, and they were working on early setups, so there it is.
That's why I looked at you and gave you a big smile.
We talked about that last week. Happy to see. Oh, I was just about to compliment Kirby. He's handled those fastballs really, really well today. Both Don and Nate have been cranking him with fastballs. He's been hanging in there. Nice swing balls. I mean, look how solid.
Yeah, another point.
Kirby,
Yeah.
both John and Kirby, their hands have been really solid this game. I actually think Don and Nate have been winning. The boys have gone a little bit slower. 3-3-2. Nice fifth shot drop from Don there. 3-3-1. Kind of nice little battle here. There's that shot from John that he's been missing, right? Nailed that drop shot. Right down the middle. Got two backhands there. You saw that sign there.
Yep.
That means that they're going to switch. I'm curious why. You know, we'll have to ask them after the match. Sometimes they go, sometimes they don't. I don't know if it's random or if they're, you know. So Don's got to go. That's the point, right?
Yeah.
Don just waiting for Matt to speed that ball up, and he uses his hands to counter punch.
Yep. Of course, you give Nate anywhere near that amount of room. That's
Yep. Oh. Oh, good try. It was a good little scramble there by Don. I was cheering for him. 5-3-2, Kirby and John on a nice run.
another big serve by Matt.
A great return from Nate. Yeah. 3-5-1. You'll see Nate and Don back to the stack. Ooh, a freebie. Again, same thing for John. He's just moving his feet before he hits that. He's so fast, he does not need to move before he hits. He's probably the fastest player we have here.
Oh,
Nice.
Great step in there.
Yep. Yep. That has not been the recipe of success for the majority of the day for them. 5-5-1. Oh, look at that. Again, as soon as I complimented the ball, now they're getting points.
I would say a couple freebies here.
Yep.
And timeout to go with it.
Don would take a timeout. Don just got a little bit aggressive there. And what did work with that is Kirby and John were trying to switch on their stack too, right?
Yeah.
And so if you can get a bigger serve from the drive, it does create a little bit of pressure because they need that extra half a second to get that switch off. And so taking advantage of them doing that switch.
And would you say that of the two, Nate's a little bit more aggressive of a player, and Donald's more your hands battle guy? I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that they both can do both, but it seems to me like Nate, probably because his wingspan, his size, his height, he can be
high balls.
Yes. Well, I don't know.
He doesn't attack very much from below the net.
Okay.
And Nate will dink from below the net. I think Don probably actually speeds some more balls up from below the net, where Nate does more from above the net. Now Nate will definitely be more aggressive from the baseline, right? He'll hit a lot more drives than Nate will, or than Don will. 6-5-1. Oh, good shot. See, there was the low roll volley from Don right on cue. He wanted to prove me right. 7-5-1.
Oh.
There he is again. Donnie G is rolling right now. Eight, 5-1. We'll see if they're going to go off their switch here.
And yes, they did.
I don't like that selection. Yeah. 8-5-2.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yep.
Big serve, short return.
Yep. It's
They
funny
just
because in game one, like I said, most of their success came on drop shots, and they're on a 5-point run right now from drives.
Ooh.
That was close. It was close. A great run. They were down a couple points, and now they're up big. 5-9-1. That's a great shot.
Very great.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
really
was
nice
something else
shot.
we worked on as well. is on that ball, making sure that they occasionally keep John honest over there.
5-9-2.
Oh, one thing that's going to be tough, I think, for Kirby and John to withstand is when Nate blasts his returns. Kirby's had some really nice drop shots, but because Nate hits him so fast, the drops are kind of dead. So it lets Nate and Don kind of attack that fourth ball.
And to
Another
get back,
big serve from Kirby.
I was saying to get back to, it was a big serve. And then you saw the patience of John when the whole court was open. He didn't let Nate know for sure which way he was going.
Yep.
And even as big as Nate is, he couldn't cover the court there.
Yep. Donald G with another early. All right, we got 9-7-1 here. Got a couple chances to score some points and close this game out. Good hands there from John. I like that, Don stayed on the attack. That was getting him success in the last round. Good volleys there from John. Nate won with a big serve. Again, you saw Kirby's feet running a little bit early that time.
Anticipating the big serve coming.
Yep,
Game point here.
Oh, he's kind of falling back on that back foot. When that's happening, that needs to be a drop shot. 7-10-1. John and Matt with a chance to close that gap. See how those drops, they don't have much to them, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, John kept itching his way in closer and closer. Maybe a little bit impatient there.
Well, I like the fact that Don loves to sit in that backhand, and so John got him on an inside shoulder. It was a really nice adjustment from Donald, because I would have expected Don to be sitting on the backhand. Yeah, that was out. Yep, a good read from both Don and Nate. It was out. And we got two more game points here. And 7-2. Yep, we needed to see Don running into that.
There it is. Game 2.
Good game there, 11-7.
Series all tied up at 1 apiece.
And to be honest with you, that was Don.
Yeah,
He took over in that midcourt of that game. He started driving, dropping, running in. Nate was kind of behind him, almost playing like backup, like an I formation, where if they got past Don, Nate was there to go get it, but they couldn't get it past Don.
Yeah, and I saw that a little bit in Game 1 also, that Nate was hanging back a little bit.
Yeah.
Which obviously I don't think it worked out overly well in Game 1, but I saw a lot of it here in Game 2. Like you just mentioned, it seemed like it did work out okay for them.
That's always been, being a tennis player and a newer player, that's just something I don't think that he's fully gotten yet, is on those really good drops, how you can charge and close fast. He likes to wait back, and which is nice. We like to teach players patience in coming into the net.
Right.
Yeah, but sometimes he shows a little too much patience.
Yeah.
Right. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, they got John and Matt, like I said, they got caught on that switch. And even on, like, Don doesn't have a huge serve, but his drive and his close was creating enough pressure that maybe if they get in that formation again, they won't want to switch because Don was creating a lot of pressure with that drive and close.
Yeah, and like you said, that win is, to me, it's Donald's win. He stayed on the attack.
I thought I said this wasn't going to go 3, right? So
Here
we go.
Right.
Don went for the Ernie again. There we go, keeping John honest over there. Yep, that's going to be the game plan.
John doesn't show a whole lot of emotion on the court typically. He looks a little bit frustrated. He did a little bit halfway through Game 2, and even right there, he's just not a very emotional guy. But yeah, he definitely.
There it is again, the drive and charge. Yep. Yeah, they're gonna have to figure out how to. I mean, that's stage one of every skill level is can't let those drives be effective. Here it comes again.
Yeah, another short return.
Good job playing defense from Matt and John. Yeah. So what they should do is when they see those big drives coming, take one big step back so you can be a little bit more aggressive. They're holding their line, and they're just struggling at that line with those volleys. So take a big step back, give yourself an extra quarter of a second or whatever. 3:01.
Ooh.
That's the stop.
I was going to say, got a freebie there.
Still got a second serve coming up. 3:02. Oh, John just hit the tape and fell short on that one. I haven't got Nate's forehand sitting in that center. 4:02. Yep,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yep. 5:02.
John looks a little rattled right now for sure.
We have, good eye from Kirby. So I want to say, well, they did score 2 points. I was going to say, Nate and Don are on like an 11-2 run right now.
Yeah, yeah. Good angle.
And there's the big Nate. I mean, you have 4 decent drop shots, and he just takes up so much space.
0-5-2.
Back.
Oh, just fanned on it.
Yeah, see, that's a ball that normally, again, Don would take, but because of that shoulder, he's sliding out and letting Nate take just a little bit extra space. What a get.
Oh, wow.
Donnie G with a great get. Got his feet set outside the kitchen.
Yes, he did.
That was a great point.
Matt looking back and
What was impressive about it is a lot of people would have run into the net there, which is a fault.
And Matt recognized that and asked.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Don
It was such a great play.
I hound him on his footwork all the time, but he got me back for on that one. Uh-oh. Another drive point, 6-1. I think all of their points this game have come from third shot drives. 6-1-2. Here it is again. Nice dig.
Oh, another good point. Yeah,
Too much offense. Yeah.
I mean, they are staying aggressive, and it is working. They're not sloppy. They're just aggressive and solid. Another good serve.
And again, what I think is so interesting is that's what I complimented multiple times on game one. Was the cleanliness of Matt and John's volleys. And that's gone away.
Yeah, exactly. Would it be beneficial for them to try to slow it down a little bit? Oh, I mean, even that, you had the whole court open.
It's hard, right? You can't slow it down unless you can get a soft, high, slow service return, right?
And they haven't been able to do that.
No, they're generally been hitting their service returns pretty fast. They've been hitting their returns fast, which takes away their time and compounds out of control pretty fast.
2-7-2.
Taking that ball. Donnie was right there. Nice drop there. Right into Donnie's left foot.
Yeah, a little run here.
Yep. His serve has been highly effective all night.
4-7-2. Well, I thought,
He could have been a little more aggressive.
yeah, and you know what? I started to say it, and then I remember what you said about the shoulder, though, right? I mean, so that was the ball that he's going to have to go up with that arm a little bit. And, yeah, he knows his limits.
Nice little run there from Matt and John to close that gap. They need another stop here.
Wow. Yeah.
So he's coming across those volleys, right? And not coming straight across. So when you have all that spin and all that speed, it's very hard to time it coming across your body like that. Not a fan of the third shot lob from me. Stay with what's working. Right? The drives have been working. Go for it.
8-4-2. Big stop here. Matt and John could get a stop, get the serve back, try to get some points, get back in this game. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Nate said he got it. I think it was Nate that said he got it.
I think it was, yeah.
Donald, for whatever reason, especially with that shoulder. Normally that would have been.
I was going to say that, yeah, exactly, yeah, and that's probably got to be a little bit difficult for Donald because when he's healthy, that's his, and he's going to make a play on it, 9.5 out of 10 times anyhow. So.
4-8-2. Nice reset. Yeah. There's the speed up again, right? They sped it up right at Don, and he counters to the center. Remind me, we'll do that on video.
Okay.
Between games, basically what's happening.
Always put that pressure on me to remind you of things in between.
So you can't speed up at him.
Yeah.
I mean, every time they speed up at Don, he wins.
He has, yeah, he
Show
has all
some more
night.
Patience.
Ooh.
9-4-2. Game's tied at 1.
Oh, there's a big break there, too.
And that was a better service return from Matt, though. So it was slower. Right, so it got Matt time to get to the line,
Right.
get set, and get his defense ready. He didn't have to hurry there.
Game point here.
That was a better volley from John. See, that volley was more straight than it was across. Much easier to time those straight out volleys.
4-10. See if they can put a little run together here, get this game close.
Yeah, see, Donnie could have done a little more with that. It was kind of a dead third there. What a lob by Nate. It's a good shot. Good shot. Does it seem like John and Matt are working the center a lot?
It does. Yeah, it really does. I don't either.
You got the double strength there. You got Nate's forehand there. It's, to me, the last place you would know.
Oh, that's just another miss. John saying it hit the line there and took a little bit of a funky bounce when it hit the paint. So game point here, 10-4.
Nice drop. And that was good enough. The only reason that one worked is because Nate wasn't up at the net yet, right? If Nate was up there,
Yes.
he would have been there to crank
Yep.
that last one. So Kirby did speed it up early enough. Donnie G. Where did he go?
Nate was just hanging back watching, and then he comes in to finish it.
Game.
Yeah.
10-4, 11-4.
I'm supposed to remind you of something.
So
I
they
don't
went on
remember
a
what, but
big
I was
run there. I mean,
supposed to remind
so
you of
let's
something.
go back to game 2, right? They were down, I think it was 5-4. They ended up winning that game 11-7. So they went on a 7-2 run there,
Right.
and they just won that one 11-4.
Yeah.
So they've won 18 of the last 22 points, right? And so, yeah, first off, we got to start with we talked about already, the service returns from John and Nate, or from Matt and John, need to be slower, higher, deeper, so they can get there and they can get set. Their returns have been too fast, and even John, he's fast, but you don't want to have to hurry to the kitchen line, right? And so that's the first thing, so they can get their defense set. But once they're there, what's happening is, this is Matt here, and this is Don. He's been speeding this ball up to Don, and Don sits on that backhand, and then he counters it down the middle to where John is. John hits his forehand down the middle to Nate's forehand, and then Nate hits it here. That's literally, that's been the combo that's happened a half a dozen times. The speed up down the middle, back down the middle, wide open down the line. And so it is kind of crazy, like we talk about pickleball being chess and how you're thinking 3 or 4 shots in advance. As soon as he speeds this up at Don, that's been the ping pong that's been happening, right? Whereas normally, if you didn't have a lefty here, that might be we'd be okay with that battle, right? Because John would be smacking against this guy's backhand,
right?
Unless it was a player with a really strong 2E, but you got that left hand sitting right there to
So where is the attack then? Where is the play from Matt?
So what we haven't seen, let's do an erase here. What we haven't seen, right? This is what we've been watching, is these two dinking back and forth.
Right.
Right? What's wrong with this? Matt's here. We haven't seen that all game, right? And so we've seen them dink the center, and we've seen them dink Donald's corner. But what's wrong with coming over here to Nate's corner, right? Very similar to what we were talking about in the ladies' match. I think that was Mel that we were talking, right?
Right.
They hadn't tested that corner.
Yeah.
I mean, that
was the last.
Right?
Yeah.
This is where they haven't gone yet, right? This hasn't worked. This hasn't worked. So here we go to game 3. It's all got to start with those service returns and punch volleys, right? If they can't clear that up, it's not going to matter.
John and Matt won game 1, and Nate and Donald's a missed serve by Matt. Nate and Donald just looked really solid ever since, to be honest. And they are up 2-1. Just starting game 4 here. 0-0-2. Oh, John had the attack set up too. That's got to be the 8th or 10th time he's hit the tape.
I think and John, if you watch this, I don't mean this to offend you, but if I'm watching that, I think he's got to get a little bit more mentally tough, because I think a lot of times when he misses those balls, he ends up missing another one, and then another one, and another one. And so that's, I don't know that for a fact. I could just kind of looking at the body language and seeing external factors. There's a good volley there. Nice cover. Nate and Don are going to stay on this one. Ooh, this is a nifty little shot from John.
Yes, it was. A great shot.
And those are the shots that he has, right? He's got those nifty little shots, and that's like the first one of those we've seen today.
All night, yeah.
Right, that makes John,
Right.
He does pull those shots out, and you're like, what the heck was that?
1-1-2.
Yeah, see, Donald sped it up down the middle. That doesn't work. We went away from the formula. John's right there to just crank that ball right back.
Is this the first lead they've had since early in game 2?
Since early in game 2,
yeah.
There we go. Now they're on a little bit of a run. Three, 1-2. No switch here. Yep. And they've done this so far with some good drop shots.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, which we didn't really see much of at all in Game 3,
There's
and very
a lot of them
little.
missed, right? A lot of missed opportunities. Yep. A good little run there from John and Matt. Put a little bit of pressure on Dominic, even just to cool him off a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
1-4-1.
Yep. See John trying to cover a little bit too much there. And then I'll start from that service return from Kirby. It wasn't good enough. Yep, another short return.
I was just going to say another short return.
You don't want to deal with Nate stepping in and cranking one at you. Another short return. Oh, Donald missed it. And it's interesting, too, because you watch like Donald serving. He doesn't have a very good serve. I don't mean that to be right. It's not like he's applying a lot of pressure on the serve, but the returns just are not coming back as good as they need to be. Now, if you can't get Nate's serve back deep, that's a different story, right?
Which they have it, and there's another,
pressure with it, but there's not a whole lot of reason for them to not get Don's serve deep. 4-4-2.
Oh, that's a great. Oh.
Yep, out. Yep. Nate was in that one. Yeah. 4-4-1.
Yeah.
So nice little mini run from Don and Nate. And this is the game right here. See, Matt hasn't gone diagonal to get Nate off the center. He doesn't want to go there.
I would say right to his forehand. Wow, got away with it there, but
that's not a good shot from Nate. Yeah, he could have sped that ball up. Yeah, I don't understand why Matt wouldn't come to this backhand corner over here.
Nice shot by John there.
Yeah, it all started with that nice drop shot. Right, and you'll see John's closing behind it.
Yeah.
Right, we kind of talked about that. He hit his drop and he closed behind and attacked his fifth. He's using that speed to his advantage. Good serve from Kirby. It was like a slider. Yeah, good take.
This is
another good drop shot.
I said this game 4 is finally the John Brown that I was expecting to see.
Yep.
So I don't know what happened in between game 3 and 4, but this is a little bit more what I was expecting to see from John. Even calling that one out there. Oh, just missed it.
Yep, good shot from Donald. It's a great shot from Donald. And see, so that's my point. That shot is what Matt and John have not done to Nate.
Yes.
Right, so he's allowed to just sit there in the center with his forehand. Yep, taking too much court. Yep. A nice run though from John and Matt.
It took a
closing on those fifths.
And maybe most importantly, John starting to look a little bit more like what I was expecting to see out of him.
Yep. Nate just swinging away.
5-7, I believe. Scoreboard still showing.
Yep, 5-7-1. Short return. 5-7-2. See, short return again.
Yeah.
That was a good speed up from Matt. We don't love him attacking Don, but at least he was able to get the pad shoulder. He didn't hit his backhand side or his body. Yep, there's that drop again from John. Right. I've been there before because I've had lefties over there and trying to change my drop, and now I practice that drop. I'm really nervous, but just that slight change up. See, now Matt's
I was going to say he will go cross court.
but now he needs to go to the center. Nice little speed up from John. I don't know if Don tried to change up or if he just missed his target. But either way, it's not the spot you want to go. Right in there in John's forehand, a nice little flip. 8-5-2. Yep, that's 3 missed serves from Matt this game. Yep. Yeah, and you're definitely getting tired at this point too, right? They've been hitting Matt a lot of balls.
Yeah, a little bit over an hour now.
Good hands from John. Don was there, but see how Nate's behind him?
Yeah.
You'd like to see Nate go in with him.
Right. Yeah. You talked about that after the last game, almost like the old I formation.
Yep.
I think you.
Oh, what a speed up from Donnie.
Yeah, it was. Good shot.
Little sneaky backhand jam. 8-6-2.
6-8.
6-8. Oh, thank you. I mean, he was there. He was set. You know, we did what we wanted with the service return, and just you could see Don coming in applied that pressure on Matt a little bit there. So we got this. It's very interesting because there's not been a whole lot of dinking.
Right.
Right. So what we're seeing is the fourth balls are being attacked.
Yeah.
Right. So we have this team, the near side, hitting drives and coming in and attacking a fourth that's even just a little bit high. And then the other team, Matt and John, they've been dropping thirds and then sprinting in behind them and attacking those fifths. So it's interesting. They're both attacking and having a lot of success on attacking fifth balls, but how they're creating them is the complete opposite. So it's interesting to watch.
What are you telling John and Matt here, your coaching?
I'm saying we need to be looking for a Nate's backhand, right? They've been targeting Don all game, and I get that they are down 2-1 and they're up 8-7, right? But to me, that's they have to at least keep him honest over here. Nice. There's a better volley from Kirby.
But still, really short returns.
Yeah, the returns have made life hard for him. Returns are like, talking turnovers in football. Very hard to overcome the team turning over the ball.
I was going to say here, this is maybe the.
And he had it.
Yeah, he did.
If someone's watching the stream. The other thing is we might not be on the stream these anymore. I'm wondering if people are starting to listen and.
Well, I didn't.
Go tell,
They could be. I know I didn't see anyone talking to either team.
Because that happened the other night too, where we were talking about a strategy change, and then it happened like the next time out. Now you could just give people credit, but I can't do that.
Not you.
He had it twice. Right? So you did see the change there. 7-8-1. Had what he's looking for. 7-8-2. So we got a couple unforced errors from both teams. Had some points set up. Nate, get up there. He's got to get up.
Yeah, it's very slow. He's still not really up there. Yeah. He finally just made it up.
Because we had the whole combo set up, but he wasn't there.
Yeah.
He wasn't there to crank it away. Yep.
Just like that, we're tied at 8.
8-8-2. Nice reset from Kirby there. Oh, John, unlucky with the net cord. All right, and that's where you test, like I said, the mental toughness comes in. So if I were these guys, I'd be pressing John this point just to see if he can shake off the net cord.
Oh, that was big right there. Hold on to the serve. You'll be at it'd be at 10-8.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
It's a good run
big
though.
point.
They got
Yeah,
the
it was.
lead. All right, we're gonna see if Kirby and John are doing the same thing. Go with drop and charge. Yeah, the drop's got to be better than that though. 8-9-2. Great service return from Nate. Good shot from John. Yep. He timed it just. I thought he might have been a half second early, but Don didn't see it, so it was very well timed by John.
Nate put up a switch error and Donald called it off.
Yep. Ooh, just out. Yep, and Kirby's been winning that battle.
Yes.
That diagonal with,
Right.
with Dawn.
Here we
So
are now,
although we
game
wanted him
point.
to go center, but he's been winning that.
Game point the other way here for. Oh, wow. Oh, this is fun to watch.
And that's, that's kudos to Nate there, right? Because you get that high ball, and he's gotten so many balls back today, right? That you get that one, and you feel like you have to put it away.
Yeah, right.
But, hold it. If they get a hold here, they'll get another chance. 9-10-2. Big serve from Nate. There's a good service return from John. Nate's got to get up. He's got to get up, right? I don't know why he keeps getting stuck back here. That wasn't a thing.
Now we've
First
got
couple games,
right.
Right. He was up there. He's getting stuck back. A nice hold there from John and Matt. And they got 2 chances here to force game 5.
Yeah, just a couple minutes ago we were talking about it the other way, right? It was it would have been 10 with.
Yeah, they had Donnie had that high ball.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
And I said, yeah, that's big there because that puts it.
And then John has a high ball and missed it, right? So we had a fun drill that we do sometimes. That you start at 7, you play a game starting at 7.
Yeah.
And if you get to 10 and you don't get to 11, you just gotta go all the way back to 7.
Okay, so
you
like
get a chance
cornhole
to
sort
win
of,
the
right?
game,
Yeah.
And you don't win it.
Right, you got to.
Right?
Okay.
So you got to take advantage of your chances.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a fun little game on closing. Trying to get the ice in your veins, etc. So you'll see. I think the one thing we've seen too. I do think Kirby's serve has been less effective.
Yeah.
He's probably getting a little bit tired, but again, I think they're more onto the pace of it. From John. I didn't like the third shot drive to start that point. It was a great get from John, but they've had their success with their drops here.
10-9-2, another game point here.
There's a drop. And
There it
the
is.
attack,
Yeah.
Right. 3rd, 5th attack. So look at this. We're going to game 5. A nice comeback there from John and Matt. The loss in game 3, they looked like they were dead out of water.
Yeah, they really did.
Don kind of took over that game, and they looked like they didn't have any answers. And as soon as they started, that game was the first that they really started charging after their thirds. They weren't worried about hitting the 3rd shot drop, 5th shot drop.
Right.
It was 3rd shot drop, go attack 5th. And so we'll see if Nate and Don are able to respond to that, because they were able to kind of float balls before, because John and Matt weren't charging. And so we'll see if they're able to recognize that that's where they gave up all their points. Because I'm sure Matt and John know that they've had a tough time with the drives.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, they have to know. Yeah, right, for sure.
More of an obvious one.
Right.
Than realizing that you're getting attacked on 5ths. That's an easy thing to overlook. So just glad we got a nice 5-setter here for the championship.
Yeah, it's the way it should be.
And so they will switch when they get to 6 points. Yep, just out. Good lead there from John.
That's such a hard one to leave, too.
Slide your forehand.
Yeah. So 1-0 start.
1-0 start. Yeah, out. Just as I talked about Kirby serve not being effective, get you a point in the last game. Nice reset from John there. Yep. That's been the combo, right? Good job from Nate getting out of the way of that one. It should be 0-2-1. 0-2-1. Who gave Casey a button?
She was doing so well up to this point,
Yeah,
too.
she really was. 0-2-1. Donnie G with another high one.
You could see he just can't lift the arm, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
and it's impressive how well he's played, without being able to do that.
Right.
And not only to be able to do it, but at this level, at the 4-5 level, the championship match. Oh.
Well, and that's the importance of Nate coming in with him.
Yeah.
Right? Because that way, if that ball comes anywhere towards the center, you can just know that Nate's coming. Right? But Don's hitting that drive and charging, and Nate's not with him. So if it pops up towards the center, Don's got to hit it again. Yep. Nice little point from Kirby there.
Yeah, it was a nice lob to set it up and great angle to finish it.
2-1-1.
Oh.
Yep, good serve there from Matt.
I think John still gets a serve.
To stay. Yep. See, that's what John didn't do in the games that they won. Right, those thirds were up,
Yeah.
they were over,
Yep.
they were in.
That's a really tough shot, but I still wonder, yeah, especially with your arm, if that's the right shot.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of court over there, but it's still such a tough shot. Now, you, on the other hand, can make that probably in your sleep, but.
Yep, point, yep. 2-2, 2-2-2. It looked like that ball was going so slow.
Yeah, it really did. It looked like he had plenty of time to do something with it other than just
I think
take it.
Slower than Kirby thought. So he kind of jumps. And then he was in midair. His body couldn't move because he was already in midair.
Another return there miss.
Yeah, so Nate's serve is coming up big here. He just scored basically 3 points because of Nate's serve.
Yeah.
4-2-2.
Yeah, once again, Nate's, really slow getting up. Yeah.
That one, he's got a little bit of some leeway. At least he's the one hitting the drive. But if Don's the one hitting the drive, Nate's got to go. 4-3-1. 3-4-1.
And right before he served that, I almost said, I want to see if Matt's going to serve this hard. He seems to be taking some off when he's serving to Nate, but, giving it full power when he's serving at Donald. I don't remember Donald having any real problems with his serve tonight. Yeah, just a little bit too high with that reach.
Most people would roll that.
Yeah.
Somehow he's able to pound it. I don't know how he does it.
He's got that
really
length,
Yeah.
the control. He gets up on his toes so well.
Nate's had some he's definitely changed his serve up this game. It hasn't been as hard, but it's had a lot more spin. And so that's been highly effective, but they haven't been able to take full advantage of it. A couple wild drives. Ooh, nice little drop there from Don. And I think Don's footwork scared Matt just a little bit.
Yeah,
like he
right.
couldn't make it like a stomp.
Yeah. 5-3-2. This is game 5 of a best of 5.
Ooh. So we haven't seen this battle much at all. Oh, Donnie G. Switch sides. So we saw Matt was winning that battle forehand to forehand with Don. That was probably the first time we saw it this game.
Yeah, for sure.
Usually John's over there.
Correct, yeah.
Don won that one, 1-0. So 6-3 at the turn here. Six, 3-2. There's a good return. Now we have this battle again. Yeah, nice step in there from John.
It was a side out they needed.
Room to step in and have a nice little flick.
Yeah, it was a side out they probably needed here too. Yep. Go down 7-3 would have been tough, but here we are at 3-6-1.
Yep, short return from Nate. It was an easy drop. Yep, just out. Nice footwork there from John again. Just a nice little jab step. 4-6-1. John's taking over that center, right? They got to get it back over to his corner, keep him honest. He's taking over. It might in duper.
Oh, what a great point.
Yep, we got 6-6. Look at that.
Yeah, and here's a timeout from Donald and
6-6-1.
Nate. So I believe it took us over, 3-6, right?
3-6, yep.
Quick 3 points.
Those were a long 3 points,
yeah,
too. Right?
absolutely.
3 quick ones.
No.
So John and Matt really earned those 3 points. They hit their drops, got in. Nicely early, kind of thinking the points out. John's come alive in this run here.
Yeah, and even a little bit of last game, I think, is when I started saying, like, John is starting to look like John right now. Yeah. Right? Like, the first couple games, he just seemed off. I mean, he's still a great player. He wasn't playing bad. It just wasn't, John Brown, right?
Yep.
So, a little bit, and then, the last couple points here.
Yeah, his footwork's been clean, right? He's been fast. He's been aggressive, but not overly aggressive. He's just inserted himself at the right times. See, if I were Don, I'd send John back over again. Or Nate. Oh, what a good shot from Don.
Yeah.
Right shoulder.
Yeah.
See, he's definitely more aggressive. Yeah, he'll speed those balls up. He didn't used to. He has done some lessons, and we've talked about that.
Nice arm.
6-6-2.
And that's what I was mentioning earlier about his serves when he serves at Nate.
That's the first time we've seen Kirby dink it over to Nate's backhand. Now 3 in a row. And Nate likes to lob that ball. Yeah, nice little shot from John. 7-6-2.
I think Nate was saying yep and acknowledging it before before John actually hit it.
He was leaning there. Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. All right, good run from 3-6 to 7-6. 6-7-1.
Nice deep return. Yeah.
And look how much slower that volley was, right? Yep. Deep, slow, right? Much better return. Couldn't happen at a better time. Okay. What a slide by Nate. I don't know if you saw.
I did.
John jammed him pretty well. And Nate really slid to get that forehand back. I love the step-in by John. Again, it was a well-timed step-in. Matt's done a good job of setting John up for those little step-ins. 7-7-2. Donnie G with a move. But that's been the play. I think Matt's winning those battles, and John's able to step in. And just a great move from Don. So many players hit that.
Oh, absolutely. Or it hits them, one of the two.
That's the tough part, right? He's been playing so well. He's been inserting himself, and then one ball you overreach, and it can cost you a point.
And John and Matt using their second
that's
time
a good
out of it.
timeout
Yeah,
too,
for sure.
Right? Especially, like I said, if John's pissed off,
right?
Because he missed that shot. Go take a break, shake it off. Don't let that one shot turn into losing the match.
Yeah.
So I'm completely fine with that timeout. And what a match of runs this has been.
Yeah,
right?
it really has been.
Each team's been down when they get the serve, and then they seem to get the lead, and then they give up the lead, and then they get the lead, and they give up the lead. So I would say Don and Nate want to get to at least 10 here because of how the runs have been going.
Right.
You want to make Matt and John get to 12. So, and we're losing our scoreboard there. So we're
at 9-7.
9-7-2.
9-7-2.
Don serving. Yep.
Yeah, I put time on it, so. We got 9-7 on it, too.
9-7-2.
9-7-2?
Big service return here. Short. Nice drop by Nate. He's got to go. What a shot by Nate. That's a
one of the
ballsy
best.
shot.
Yes, it really is.
The backhand down the line to keep John honest. What
So
a
here
shot.
we are. Here, this is
Match point.
Match point, yeah.
Yep.
We got 10-7.
10-7-2. We said they needed to get the 10. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they prefer to just close it out here. Good return from Matt. There it is.
Oh, that's a match.
Yep. Good game.
Good match.
And what a fitting way to end it. You know, Don, he's my boy.
Yeah.
I give him a hard time. But, he won that. What was that, game 3? I mean,
Yeah.
Don took over that game.
Right.
And for him to get into that dink battle and have a little inside-out flick to win the game, I'm really happy for him. He earned it there. And obviously, as a team, him and Nate did really, really well. And kudos to John and Matt, because in that last game, they made the adjustments.
They did.
I don't think they got beat near as badly with the drives. I think what we saw there in that last point was more indicative of how that last game went.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot more dinking in that last game.
There was.
Than we saw the first 4.
Absolutely, for sure.
And so to me, that means that both teams made the adjustments necessary, because that's what you would expect to see in a 4-5 match. Every game,
Yeah.
right, is a little bit more dinking because you can't attack so much
Right.
with so much success. So kudos to both teams for making those adjustments. And the service returns for Matt and John got better. They were a little bit deeper. And I think in that last game, Nate's serve got like 3 or 4 points as well.
Yeah.
Not directly.
Correct.
But
I know
with
what
a
you're
really
saying. Yep.
short return.
Yep.
And so to me, that was probably the difference where his serve, he started throwing a different one. A lot of people can't notice that. He was going really hard for the first 4 games. In this last game, he was going with a deeper, heavier topspin ball, and it was just kicking a little bit more. And that's like a veteran move from a guy like Nate who hasn't been playing that long, just to throw a little bit of a different serve, and it made a difference. And so congrats for Don and Nate, and congrats for John and Matt as well for making it here.
Yeah,
again,
absolutely.
Kirby was playing in the 3-5 final,
Last week.
and he can obviously show that he can hang at this skill level.
Is he going to be playing the Women's League Championship on Wednesday,
we'll have to
too?
see if anyone needs a fill-in or whatever. So kudos to Matt as well. John played really well. Like I said, in probably the 2 games that they lost, I think that was the toughest part, is that John missed a lot of thirds.
Yeah.
And so it just made it hard for them to score points. But as soon as he zoned in, he was the wild card in that match. Even in this last game, Matt was doing his thing. He stayed on his side. And John came over and had nice, well-timed attacks and applied a lot of pressure. But just not enough there at the end, Not enough there at the end. So... anything you have to add or any questions?
I don't. No, I think that's it. Congrats.
Yeah,
to
so
all 4 guys.
We had Don was asking me before the match if we were going to try to do a grand championship. So me and my partner Joe, we will try to do one if we can schedule it.
Okay.
As you guys know, the schedules here in the evenings are quite busy.
Right.
And we do start the leagues again next week, so we don't have a Monday night available. This season went 1 week longer than usual, so stay tuned for that, because that'll be a fun little match.
That would be.
And then Wednesday night we have the ladies 4-0 plus league finals.
Round
round
robin.
robin.
Yeah, right.
So we're going to see 3. They're going to play best of 3 matches, and there's going to be 3 of them. So that should be kind of fun to see all the different girls play each other and how they adjust their game styles based on their opponents. So.
That's Wednesday starting at 7?
Wednesday, 7 o'clock, yeah. So everyone who joins the streams, join us again. We'd love to have you. And with that being said, we'll hope to see you guys on Wednesday.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks for joining us.